Alright everybody, what's going on? This video I want to go over Jamboard. This is what I use to do my lectures online with, and I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to show you the features of it and how you use it and all that. It's pretty easy. So when you get into your Google Drive, you can go here to New, More, and you can create a new Jamboard. I've already done that, so let's go ahead and click on the Jamboard I created. All right, so this is your workspace, and you can write on it. And I'm using a Microsoft Surface Book 2, and I've got a stylus to go with it, so I can write on the screen. I think it works best with that. But you can use a Wacom tablet or a writing tablet if you want. So here's where you write and everything right here. All right. And you can see you can zoom in and out and all that stuff. And you can set the background. So you can set the background where you have the little dots there, I guess, for drawing straight lines and everything. And then you can get line paper and then graph paper here. And then you can do different colors like this. All right. Now, when I'm teaching, I typically use the black background. So, this is what I use. So the black background, it's not so bright on the student's eyes and all that stuff. And then you can actually put an image in there for your background. I don't ever do that. I mean, if you have an image saved, you can just click on this, click on that, and you can upload an image. You can browse or drag the file, whatever. But I mean, I don't ever do that. But anyway, so let's get to this. So you've got your pen over here where you can write you got different color ink. So I typically write in white. So we got, just say you have an equation there, and then if I want to show how to solve it, I may, if I have to, when you subtract the 3 to both sides, I may do that in a different color and then switch back and say, okay, we get x is -3, and there's your answer. And and that's just your different color pens. And you can use different style. You got a highlighter, you've got a brush, you got a marker right here. That's a marker. What does that look like? Well, it kind of looks like the pen, maybe a little bit thicker. And then the highlighter, so that just kind of does that. And then the brush, I don't even know if you can see that, but that's what the brush does. All right, and then you have the eraser. And it's just one kind of eraser. You can come here and you can erase. You can erase all that. But if you have your screen filled up with writing and you want to erase the whole thing, well, you can erase everything, or you can come up here, this clear frame, just click that and it'll clear the whole frame. Okay. But I usually I don't do that, clear the whole frame. What I will do is I'll just create another slide and I'll leave all the writing, because you can create however many slides you want. So yeah, and I'll show you how to do that. And then this right here, you can select objects. I'll show you that in a minute when we bring a graph on here. And you can put a sticky note on here. So if I wanted to, solve this equation, I'm having to use this keyboard because I'm having to use this keyboard on the computer because I got my tablet laid down, so I can't type. And then just hit save, and then get out of that, and you can put the sticky note anywhere you want. Okay, and if you are in the writing mode, you can't, it's not going to let you click this. See, it just writes over it, so you can write over the sticky notes. So what you have to do there, and here's that select tool, so you just click the select tool, then you can grab it and move it wherever you want. You can resize it however you want and all that stuff. Okay, so that's the sticky notes. And then you can insert an image into here. There's a couple of ways that you can do it. The way that I like to do it, typically when I want to put an image on there, it may be something I know that I need the image in before class, so I'll go ahead and create the slides with the images on them. And so a lot of times, I mean, you can save them and then, bring them in there. But a lot of times what I'll do, and what you can do, you see I've got this picture open. I just Googled graphs, and here's this picture here. So I'm going to bring this off. This is going to be off the screen a little bit. But all I'm doing here is I'm just left clicking on the picture and I'm dragging it and then just dropping it right here. And you can see there it is. So you can just drag and drop a picture on there also. Okay. And of course you can resize it and everything. And the part I like about it is you can actually write on it too. You can write on the picture and all that good stuff. So then let me select this and let's see how am I gonna. Okay, so I need to delete it, but let's see if I got a delete key on here. Does that? Yeah. So let me just delete these so we can clear up some room. All right. And then the other thing that I may use it for is like if I have a graph. So here I have a graph, and maybe I want this graph on that Jamboard slide. So I can export this. This program here is called GeoGebra, and if you need a graphing program, GeoGebra, it's the best one and it's free. But yeah, I can come over here and I can save, I can export image and all that stuff. But what I will do a lot of times is I'll pull up the snipping tool in Windows and just hit new and click here. And I'll do that, and then I will hit copy and then get that out of the way, and then when you can click on here, and I have no idea. Now see, if you right click on it, it's not going to let you paste, and I don't know if I can do it with this keyboard, but Control V, let me see if that did it. Yeah, so I'll usually do Control V, and then and paste it on there. So you can do it right. You can take a screenshot of it, and you don't even have to save the file. I mean, if you want to, you can, but you can just hit copy, and then when you go to Jamboard to paste it, you just hit Control V, and it'll paste it in there, and you can resize it and everything. And see, there's the X+3 I've written in black ink, but I can come over here, click this, and I can erase it. Okay, see, it doesn't erase anything on the picture, but it erases any kind of writing. And then, I can come up here and I can draw it, if I wanted to, I could draw a tangent line here or something like that. You can draw on the picture and all that good stuff. All right. So that's inserting images and everything. See if I can get all that off. Well, anyway, let's see. Yeah, it's a little more complicated when you're using the keyboard on the screen, but it's still not that bad. And then here you can put circles. Just click there and do a circle and all that stuff. So and you can do You know, you can do whatever circles, whatever shapes you want. There's a semicircle, and you know, just pick the shape you want. Arrows. All right, so you can do a lot of that. You know, so and then the next thing you've got text. So you just hit the text thing and click here, and then you can start typing. Solve. And let's see, I don't know. I don't ever use the typing part of it, so yeah, I don't know if you're able to change the color on it or not. Well, let's see. Here we go. So what are those three dots? Edit. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe you can't change the color on the font. No, I bet you can. Here you go. Let's get in here. Okay, so if I'm in here and I start typing, I can come up here to this and I can change the font to white. Now, like I said, I've never used this. So there you go. So I'll type solve. But just remember, you change the font color right here, and then the normal, you can do it, you know, you can display it however you want. And then this right here, you can center, right, left. Okay, so I learned something there too. Now, the thing that I really like about this is if I'm teaching and say I've got x plus 5 equals 0, and I know these are simple equations, but anyway, if I need to explain something, well, when I take my pen and I'm hovering it, there's a little white circle that's circling around the equation right now, and I don't think you can see it. Okay. Now, when I export this video, I usually put a little highlighter around the cursor. I don't even know if that works on Jamboard. That's the one thing I wish that students could see how this see, I'm making a circle around this, but now I'm doing the same thing, but I'm hovering over it, and there's a little white circle going around. I'm not sure if you can see it. So, and I wish they would make it to where you could see that. But you have this laser thing down here, this little laser. You click on that, and what it does is you can emphasize something. And so what it does is I'm drawing a circle around it, and it disappears by itself slowly. Okay? So, you know, you can point out something like there. There you go. And see, it, like I'm making the circles, and watch, and now they're all just disappearing on their own. All right, so the next thing that I want to show you is how to make another slide. All right, and of course you got the undo and all that stuff over here. So all you have to do is click on this arrow right here, creates another slide, and you'll have to change the background. I haven't found a way to where it stays on the same background. And the other thing that I've noticed is I create a Jamboard for each of my classes, and so I'll do a lesson one day, and then I'll get rid of all the stuff on it for the next class. And when I go back the next class meeting to do it, I always have to change the pen color to white. It's like it always defaults back to black. So, but I have to go and change it back to white. And you know, you can have as many as you want. They don't even have to all be the same color. Okay, if you want this one that color, you can do that. You know, you can put whatever you want. Or if on this one you need to do some graphing or something, you can make that one that. And you can, I think you can, well, you can set the background to black, but then you're not going to be able to see that. But if you want a different color with graph paper, you can just do the gray with the white lines here. You know, up to you. And then what I usually do is, of course, when I start the next class, I need to clear all the slides. So I've got 4 slides right now, and all of them would be filled up with writing. So what I typically do is I just come here and I hit clear frame, and then this little arrow right here, expand frame bar, I'll click this and I'll just come here and hit delete, click this, delete, and click this, delete. And now I'm starting over with the first slide. Okay. Now, the other thing that I like about this, if I want to, is I can come up here, you can rename it, you can do a lot of stuff. Okay. But this, download as a PDF. And when you click this, download as a PDF, you can actually save everything you've written. Okay, save everything you've written, and it saves it into a PDF file. And then you can email that file or post the file for the students to look at. I don't normally do that. I've done it. I'll do it a couple of times. You know, if we're doing a lot of word problems, and I don't want to waste time in class waiting for the students to copy the word problems, I'll just say, don't worry about copying them. And then I'll work everything. And then at the end, I will send them the Jamboard slides so they can copy the problems down. But that's what that does. It just does a PDF file. And that's really all I do there. I mean, you can make a copy, you can remove it, save frame as an image. You can save this one frame as an image if you want to. You know, if there's just one image you want to give to them, you can do that. And then the next thing is share. So right now, and this right here is my email for my YouTube channel. It's posted on my about link on my about page. So you can share it, the Jamboard, with people. So you can add people and all that good stuff. So here, I usually just set it to anyone on the internet with this link can edit. Well, for my, if you want to meet with somebody one-on-one or something, you can set it to where they can only view it, or you can set it to where they can edit it. And so what you do is you just copy this link, and then you can post this link on, whatever you're using, Moodle, Blackboard, whatever, Canvas, anything like that. And you can actually email that link, or you could email the link to just one student. And what I like about it, and what I've done, is I've emailed this to myself. Okay, I emailed it to one of my other email accounts, and that right there, that's me on there from my other Google account. So watch this. I can actually get up here and write x plus 3 equals 0. And you can see that's me writing on my iPad on my other account. And then I can subtract 3 to both sides, so I get x equal -3. And I'm writing all this with my finger. All right. I know it's messy, but I mean, or if you have a pen for your iPad, I know they have the Apple Pencil, and those are expensive, but I actually bought a Logitech crayon. You can look at them on Amazon. It's half the price. I think I paid like $47, $48, $49 for it, something like that. But it's a Logitech crayon's what it's called, and I can use that and see it. I mean, you can write better with it. You can write smaller. It's easier to write smaller with it. Now that's the small x plus 3. That's what I wrote with my Logitech crayon, and then the bigger writing is with my finger. But I'm thinking that, and I haven't tried it, but I know most kids now have a cell phone. So they can probably pull that up on their cell phone and write with it on their finger. If you want to test that, just open up a Jamboard slide on your phone. You don't even have to share it. Just open up a Jamboard slide on your phone and just try to write on with your finger on it, if you have to do that. So that's a good way if you're helping a student or something like that and you're remote and you want to see them work a problem, they can get on there and work the problem, and you can watch them and you can correct them, where they went wrong. But that's basically, everything about Jamboard, at least that I know. But I think that covers everything. It's really good. I like it. I really like the laser tool, where I use that a lot, where I can, highlight stuff. So, but like I said, the sticky notes, I don't ever use those. I don't even use these things here, these shapes. I guess I could start, but I don't. And then to add the image, I'll do that. But like I said, with that, I just use the let me close that. But I just use the snipping tool for my images. All right. So I hope this helped. Check out my other videos. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later.